and come down. Ouch. Ooh. And slide the feet forward. So if we can, let's roll all the way onto our front, because a cobra is going to feel really nice after all those exercises. So we can stretch the abs and the hip flexors. Okay, but just for a second, just rest the head on the hands and wiggle your bottom side to side, loosen off the back. And then just get your hands into a position where the first cobra is going to be very gentle. Never ever pushing up with the arms again. We'll make sure we stay. Okay, now the English version is start curling up from the coccyx through that lower back, not even starting to put pressure with the arms, and then straighten the arms and come up. Lovely, just staying there for a second. If you're feeling intense pressure or pain in your back, you need your arms further forward. And come down. So if you feel you can get a bit more mobility in that spine, the hands could come forward slightly. And you can even do one with the hips raised off the mat, but be careful with that one. And come down. All right. We're just going to have a bit of a stretch and a back strengthener. It's quite a strenuous exercise, so I'm not going to do many because we're feeling a bit weary, but have your body in like an X shape. So both arms are wide to each corner of the mat and the legs. Head looking down, we're going to just raise one leg and the opposite arm, but I'm not going to lift my chest just yet. I just want to stretch through the back of my body and then down. So breathing out as you lift all the other way around and then down. So swapping sides. Just see it as a way of pulling all the back of your body back into line and stretching all the muscles through the back. And then only if you want to, you can start doing very small lifts with the chest, keeping the back of your neck nice and long. If it's too much arms and legs, you could just rest your head on your hands. Totally up to you. I haven't done these for a while, have we? Okay, a couple more each side for me. And then rest down, and then you're going to push up onto all fours. When you're on all fours, just do a cat stretch. Just dropping the head, arching the back, tummy up, shoulders push down the spine. And then when you do the tail up in the air so that your back is dipping and your head slightly up, let's push back towards the heels if you can. And then you scoop the pelvis under and come back into the arch of the cat part of the stretch. Then back into your flat tabletop, bottom up in the air, push back towards the heels, scoop under and back. Lovely. Let's have a little bit of a stretch here. So bring one arm out to the side and then threading it through underneath. You can come all the way down onto the shoulder if you like. And bringing that arm back through, doing it the other side. Just want to do a couple on our bottom. Let's all start with our right leg. Okay, not going to be here for long, don't worry. So bring the leg back. Just going to lift and lower, but just to back height, so you can see my back stays perfectly flat. Just a little tap rather than a rest on the mat. If you can, now you're going to bring that leg slightly to the outside. So I've just brought it only just off my mat and then tap to centre of my mat. Off mat, centre. You should feel that in your right oblique muscle. Push the shoulders down the spine. If you want to Add on to that, you do off the mat and then bring it up and over the other foot and tap down. So it's more of a rainbow now. Lift and cross, lift and off the mat. The whole time trying to keep the back flat and weight in your right arm so you're not collapsing into your left side, and push the shoulders down away from your ears. Soft bend in the elbow, all helps on the wrists. All right, just bend that knee now, foot up towards the ceiling in a 90-degree angle. Come down, slight lift into dog wee, and if you want you can extend the leg as well. All right, now that is hard. So if you can only do the little dog wee, that's fine. But if you can extend the leg, straighten it, and just one more of those. And then we're going to come down onto our left hip. So your right leg is on top. Okay, onto the side. Come all the way down. So knees bent, but feet back. So you haven't got your shins parallel on the edge of the mat, they're back. And we'll go straight into a clam. So without the hip rolling back, keeping it forward, even if you have to have your hand there. So really squeeze back and really squeeze down. Okay, now we're going to open the knee, stretch the leg out and pulse 2, 3. Foot back to foot, knee to knee, and again open, straight, 1, 2, 3, foot to foot, squeeze the knee and keep going. 1, 2, 3, foot to foot, knee to knee. Let's lift the feet, do them that way. So open, straight, 1, 2, 3, foot, knee. 2, 3. Now we'll do 3 clams. 1, 2, 3. Straighten the foot and another 3, 2, 1. And again. 1, 2, 3. Straighten. 1, 2, 3. Just leave the leg up. Bring the other foot down and do a circle with your foot or the leg in that same position. Start bringing the leg down to hip height. Bring the leg a little bit further back so you feel the squeeze in your bottom, and really squeeze as you circle back. I need to move forward, I keep hitting the telly. Reversing the circle but keeping that leg back to feel the squeeze in your bottom. And remember, you can put the leg down if you need to take a rest. Okay, stop, flex the foot and heel back towards the bottom. So you feel a lovely stretch here through the hip flexor and then push out straight through the heel. So keep the leg back far enough so that you feel that constant stretch in your hip. Okay, now we're going to do heel back, leg straight, lift and down. Only a small lift, just a pulse. Ow. And bring that leg back down to the bent position. Goodness me. Okay, let's come up onto the elbow to do our inner thighs. All right, or you know the other position where you can be down with the top leg over and that one under if this one's too much. All right, so we're going to open out that top knee, take the foot off and behind the other foot, leg out slightly to the front, and then we'll bring the knee in towards the chest, push it away, lift and down. Now flex the foot this time, it feels quite different. If it feels too uncomfortable, have foot normal position. So as you lift the knee's not only lifting but it's coming in towards that other knee. That's the way you'll really get the inner thigh. Lovely feeling in that oblique as well. So my right oblique muscle is squeezing when you lift that leg. Just to the last knee bend. We're just going to keep going up and down with that straight leg. I'm going to bend the knee and I'm going to bring the knee in and out. Okay, if that feels uncomfortable, go back to straight leg. Let me just show you how it looks from the front. Okay, that's how it looks. Even more painful, if anything. You think it'd be nicer, wouldn't you? Or not? And rest it down. Okay, just leave it there for a second. Give it a rub. Bring it out again, straight. Right arm up towards the ceiling. And this time we're just going to see if we can tap right arm down to the left leg. So then you're doing an ab curl crossover in effect as well. Feeling squeezing that right rib down to the left leg. Ooh, we'll do a few pulses and I think it's time to finish those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Only going to 6 and down. Well done. All right, roll onto your back and let's do an inner thigh stretch. All right, so just have the feet together, let the knees go wide. Get your breath back. Okay. And then bring your knees together. Just before we change position, just want you to put your left ankle on your right knee. And we're going to do an ab curl cross towards the left knee. All right, so hands back behind the head. Just working the obliques a little bit more. So when you're ready, you're just going to come up and across. So straight from down to across. Breathe out as you cross, in to come down. On the last one, we're going to hold. So holding now for 3, 2, 1. Head down. Keep the leg how it is. If you're able to do a bridge in this position, great. If not, uncross the legs. So we're just going to go up and down, so you'll feel it a lot more in your right glute. So when you're ready, coming down up through that lower back. And all you're trying to do here is keep your hips level. So my knee is pointing more towards the ceiling than out to the side to keep my hips level. So just up and down, using that right glute muscle to do the squeezing up. Well done. Make sure you're still pressing right down through the spine to come down. Okay, stay at the top and squeeze the bottom, the right cheek for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now before you come down, I want you to take the left ankle off the right knee up towards the ceiling and then lower in line with that other thigh, and we're going to do 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, foot down and come all the way down. Well blooming done. Really, really advanced stuff there. Fantastic. All right, so have a full body stretch. Superb. Stay there, take a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, you're going to roll onto your sides. Okay, so from being on your side, we need to get back on all fours. We've got that other leg to do, so left leg this time. So doing a quick cat stretch to stretch off. All right, so when you're ready then, that left leg is going to come in a straight line back, keeping the back flat, weight in your left hand. Okay, so just a lift and a tap down. Core switched on so that your back is slightly raised and not allowed to collapse. And then I'm going to lift my leg to just outside the mat. So it's a tap to the side and a tap to centre. And I'm not bringing it so far out to the side that my body twists too much. It's just a little bit. Really feeling that in your left oblique muscle and across the lower abs. Shoulders down the spine, elbows slightly bent if necessary. Okay, then we're going to bring that leg across the other foot. Squeeze the inner thigh as you bring it over, and then squeeze the outer thigh as you come to the side. Excellent. Okay, bring the knee down, bend the knee up towards the ceiling, and then bring the leg down. I'm doing your just very small dog wheeze. Don't let the back twist, and if you want to add on to that, then you straighten the leg, which is hard. See if you can do it, just 2 more. Brilliant. And then come onto your right hip and all the way down. I don't think we did any more on all fours. If we did, sod it, because wrists are hurting. Don't know about yours. All right, so knees bent but feet back, starting with clams, keeping your hip forward. Okay, let's get back to the breath now. So breathe out, squeeze back, breathe in, down. Really put your focus in the outer thigh there to squeeze it, and inner thigh squeezing down. Okay, so open the knee and straighten the leg and pulse. 2, 3, foot to foot, knee to knee, and again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's lift the feet, do the same thing. So open the knee, stretch, 1, 2, 3. Oh, this really gets you, doesn't it? That outer glute. 2, 3. So let's do 3 clams and 3 of those. So 1, 2, 3. Straighten, 1, 2, 3. Foot to foot, knee to knee. So 3 of these. 2, 3. Last set of pulses. 1, 2, 3. Put the foot down, the lower one, and then circle nice and slowly. So my foot slightly forward and up at a diagonal. And start lowering it down to hip height. And start circling back, so it's in line with your back, and then back a little bit further so you feel the squeeze in the bottom. Let's move forward again. Okay, so now we're just going to push the leg right back, feel the hip flexor stretch, and then heel back to the bottom and straighten. Keep this top shoulder back. I've gone all forward like this, keep it back. Okay, so next time we're going to do a leg lift as well. So heel back and a very small leg lift. If your thigh creeps forward, you really do need to push it back, because otherwise you won't feel it where you should be. And relax that leg down, give your buttock a rub. Okay, let's do inner thighs. So we need to come up onto our elbow again. Unless your neck is hurting, of course. Right, open the leg, put it back, bottom one forward, starting with knees in. So use your abs to bring that knee in. We're going to flex the foot, aren't we? That's what we did first time. Squeezing the knee up and in. 2 in breaths, 2 out breaths for this. All right, just the leg lifts. If you need to rest, you can. I'm going to bend that knee now and then bring the knee in that position. So you're still trying to get your knees together basically, so, and keeping the bottom leg at a right angle as much as is possible. But the heel's coming up as well. And rest it down. Push yourself up to sitting and have the soles of your feet together. I wouldn't push down just yet. Let your hips reset for a second. Deep breath. And then just bring the elbows gently above the knees. You can round your head down. Just relax the head. Deep breath. And rolling back up. Let's do a mermaid to stretch our sides, so legs to one side. Just doing a very brief mermaid, and we'll do some stretches on our back to finish again, as we can. All right, so coming up, we didn't do arms. We can if you like. I can add an extra. Put a thumbs up if you want to do arms, and a thumbs up. Don't look at the others, and don't do the whole "what will my teammates think of me." Okay. We have a definite thumbs up from Sue. What did we have from Annette there? A thumbs down from Annette. And Jackie's undecided with one thumb up, one thumb down. And Thelma's a definite down. So, Sue, stick an arm video on at the end, darling. All right. Okay, so let's relax then. So come on to the other side to do your mermaid first, on the other side. Arms just pushing my luck, isn't it? Well done. Well, considering we've all got something going on, you did a blooming good job, so well done. Lovely. And then just coming onto your back when you're ready.